Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here, and we are in the tower for Xur Day. It is September 28th, 2018, and as I said, Xur is in the tower. And apparently it's popular on my instance right now, so shout out to all you people out here if you're in the video. But let's check out what he's got. First off, your Faded Engram will serve you limited purposes, but if you are, say, on PC or Xbox like me, and you don't have the Borealis yet, it is a way to kind of acquire that one. Say you have everything else from your one, like, completely, especially on a specific character, you're likely to get that weapon that you're missing, which is likely Borealis. So if you got the shards to spend it on this one, you got plenty left over. I mean, it may drop for you eventually, but if you are looking for completion of your collection, then this could be a way to do that if you're missing anything. But other than that, let's jump in outside of his Nightfall card, weapon first. Sweet business. Now, if you don't have this thing for some reason, I would say add it to your collection. It's kind of a cool weapon. I don't think it's the most amazing in the world. I don't see people running around in raids or PvP with it very often, and usually either successfully, and that's the key. Payday is the intrinsic perk. Larger magazine, you do have 99 bullets in the magazine. It's a minigun. It's going to go through them fast, so you need a lot. Increased accuracy when firing from the hip. Now, generally, auto rifles, you still want to be ADS because you are trying to at least hit your target somewhat accurately, and crits do matter. So hip fire accuracy on this thing still always kind of befuddles me a little bit. Polygonal rifling, increased stability, I'll take everything I can get. Increased range as well, high caliber rounds, so you can do knockback with this thing since you'll be pumping out some damage. Business time, holding down the trigger boosts this weapon's range and rate of fire, so the longer you fire it, it covers more distance and fires quicker, and automatically loads ammo into the magazine. So, as you continue to fire this thing, you might actually get a little more out of that magazine than you think if you keep firing it. Now, you'll burn through ammo rather quickly, so definitely be looking for those primary ammo pickups, and composite stock, stability, and handling speed. It's not one I would rank as like an epic one that you must buy, not like Sunshot, or there's some other ones that I think have some really cool ways to play with them. This one overall, I mean, if you want to just basically keep an area locked down for a little while or dump some damage, but personally, the trade-off of this exotic weapon over most any others, be it Tractor Cannon, Whisper of the Worm, Wardcliff Coil, and the list can honestly go on, but those are some major ones, are going to outweigh this one generally versus just running an auto rifle and using a beastly exotic in another slot. So, not one I would just, run out and buy instantly, but generally still one that I probably would add to the collection. Maybe they'll buff it later, who knows. For the Titans, we have the Hallowfire Heart. Always a cool looking one, and if you're running Solar subclass, it can have its benefits, even though they can be somewhat specialized. Sunfire Furnace improves the recharge rate of your solar abilities, greatly improves recharge rate while your super is charged. So, this is one of those things that is kind of case specific. Now, if you have a day's modifiers where it's Grenadier, for example, you're like, okay, how do I get as many grenades as possible as a Titan? Well, run Solar. Wait for your super to be charged, and then run around with this thing. And if you're doing activities like Heroic Adventures, Heroic Daily Story Missions, and then your strikes as well, any of those that have Grenadier on them, you will get the boost of Grenadier and also improving the recharge rate of other things while your super is fully charged. You're just going to be getting those very frequently. So it has some benefits and a purpose like that. If it's the day of Grenadier, use this thing. You'll have a buttload of grenades and just be able to enjoy them frequently. Only problem is you can't use your super, otherwise the benefit goes away. So it does improve the recharge rate of your solar abilities just in general, but it greatly improves them when your super is charged. So you get a boost by wearing it if you're going solar. That's not a bad thing in general. But the overall perk comes by not using your super, which I know for some of us is difficult to do because that's the fun part of being a Guardian. So it's kind of a trade-off, but if one of those modifier days comes to Grenadier or Melee, or maybe you're just looking to run, your whole job in the raid is to make sure you always have, I cannot think of it. It's the punch that melts them. And we'll get to that in a second when I think of the name. But it's the one where you punch them real quick, you do your melee, they light on fire, you do a ton of extra damage. If that is your sole purpose, that actually wouldn't be a good thing, so that comes up as frequently as possible. There may be better ways to do that, but this actually would be one that would help you have that very, very frequently, even in a raid situation. Because you're not going for the super, you're jumping in and trying to get that smash off so everybody else can do damage. Unflinching bow aim, unflinching fusion rifle aim, and unflinching sniper aim. Not bad perks, definitely reasonable. Scout rifle reserves, hit or miss, special ammo finder. Kind of goes along the line with special and fusion rifles, so pretty decent pairing. You've got resilience and recovery for your mods. For the Warlocks, we have Winter's Guile. So your perk here is Warlord's Sigil. Words are hard sometimes, sorry. Eliminating enemies with melee attacks increases your melee damage. Now, for me, this isn't one that I would probably say is going to be like really high on my list. Because for one, if you're in a PvE situation and you're punching stuff and you're completely like continuing to punch stuff, I mean, maybe if you're just in Gambit and you just keep punching things and you can get more damage out of it, there's a point it may stack, and that might be something I have to test. But likely, especially depending on what you are fighting, meleeing everything is probably not the best way to stay alive. So being in that melee distance can have its, problems. So that's why one of these, for me, if you're just going to punch a few things and you want to wear this, that's fine. But there's other things helping recharge rate. There's other things doing many other things where, again, this is one of those that doesn't just outweigh other exotics. So for me, it doesn't feel as high. Again, if you guys have a different opinion on these exotics or you use them in certain circumstances, they work well, say it in the comments below. I'm happy to look at those, believe me, and share the knowledge with other people. So if you got one that works well and I'm not saying it right, leave a comment below. I'll definitely be happy to test it out, and other people can have that knowledge too. Perks are a fusion rifle loader, hand cannon loader, and impact induction, so causing damage with melee attacks reduces your grenade. Shotgun Scavenger is a cool thing for PvP, definitely a bonus there. I don't see this being as beneficial in PvP as well, because if you're trading punches with a bunch of people, your extra damage likely isn't going to kill that other person, because if you've already traded one punch and somebody comes up and punches you, you're dead. So, but the Scavenger perk is cool if you are running with that, just because if you pick up those special ammo little boxes and you're getting more shotgun bullets every time you do that in PvP, run around with that shotgun a lot more efficiently. And Heavy Ammo Finder, Heavy ammo seems a little bit off in the game right now, but I'll get to that in a separate video sometime later. Finally, for the hunters, we have the Aeon Swift. I've never been a huge fan of these three in the first place, because you gotta have multiple people wearing them to kind of get the bonus to all people, and their perks have never been what I would call amazing, more in the lackluster department. So Aeon Energy, dodging grants the following to nearby Aeon cult allies, meaning they have to be wearing the Aeon whatever for their class. Grenade energy to Warlocks, barricade energy to Titans, dodge energy to Hunters. So if someone else is wearing the Aeon Swift, then this helps them out. Other allies receive a fraction of the shared energy. So, now if you were running with a group and you guys have a beast dodging pattern and you can do this all together and help each other out, maybe, but I really don't see this being a thing. I feel like we would have heard of it. So, if you're going to leave one of these on the table, the Aeon Swift, I would put it as probably the lowest, because I think these are just, like, not amazing to really much of anything. My opinion, again, if I'm wrong, let me know. Fusion Rifle Loader, Hand Cannon Loader, Impact Induction, Scavenger, Shotgun Scavenger, and Heavy Ammo Finder. You will notice if Xur is selling two things of the same slot, like two gauntlets, they're going to have the exact same perks on them. I don't know why that is, but it does seem to be a consistent thing since these random rolls have started. I think last week it was two helmets that had the exact same thing. This time it's two pairs of gauntlets that have the exact same thing. But that is Xur's inventory for the week. Again, thank you guys for all the amazing support lately. Like, so many subs. I'm just still blown away. So, thank you guys for the support. We had an awesome Flashpoint this morning. Recorded that with Lord Cognito. I will get that one up over the weekend. And other than that, I'll see what other videos I want to make. See if I get another Whisper Run or anything like that done. Or just work on some other activities in Dreaming City. I'm not quite ready for the Shattered Throne, so that stuff will come later. But thank you guys for everything and the support lately. It's been just kind of amazing. If you do want to find me, it's Twitter, Ebontis, twitch.tv/Ebontis, and right here on YouTube, probably where you're watching this. If you have not subscribed, please do so. I will keep this content coming to you guys as always. And also hit that little alert bell next to the subscribe button. That keeps me in your feed and the notifications coming to you more frequently so I don't get lost in the world of YouTube. So, I thank you all for the support. I hope this helps you for the weekend. At least know what he's got. And other than that, no Forsaken exotics yet, so the wait continues. But we'll probably hear from Bungie when that's actually going to happen, or maybe it's just going to be a surprise when I log in and see one. But I hope you guys enjoy your week, your weekend, and have some fun in the grind that continues. I'll see you soon.